Back on Q's TV, Brian Higgins, Jamie Trimboli, getting you ready for Syracuse and Rutgers this week, and always got to talk to one of the guys on the top midfield line in the country, and I don't even think that's a debate right now, what you three guys are doing. What's that like to get such production each week out of you three?
I think it's great. Obviously, we're just trying to take it a game at a time and we scout teams really well. So our system is kind of tailor-made to each week, and we go into each week with a game plan, and we've just been kind of executing that game plan really well. So it's working out well for us, and we're trying to do some stuff to get the attack guys involved early in the game. And you saw that last week, and Steven had 7 assists. So they're making us look good, and we're trying to make them look good.
It feels like every week defenses are trying something specific that is different than maybe the week before to slow you guys down. And it also feels like you guys have figured that out pretty early in the game. What's that process in the first couple of possessions to identify where the weak spot is and then go attack that?
Well, obviously you never know how they're going to match up against you and who they're going to put on who. So you just kind of got to analyze that in the first couple of runs, and we come off and we group together with our Coach March and Coach Desco. And we kind of talk through it and just tweak our game plan a little bit, not too much. And we just got to, obviously it all comes down to beating your matchup and winning the one-on-one matchups, and we've been able to do that thus far. So we're going to keep trying to do that and see how it goes.
And I mentioned specifically amongst your line, you've noticed each week that maybe a different guy gets targeted by the defense. I know Coach Petramala said during the week that he was worried about you, and then other weeks we see they're worried about Tucker or Brendan, or attempt to be worried about all you guys. What's that like to know each one of you guys, I guess, can be the guy in any given week?
It's great. Obviously, it takes the pressure off, and no one feels like they have to do it all on their own. So, and we're pretty selfless group, and we love each other. So we're just going to keep moving the ball, and we don't really care who's producing that week, because next week it's going to be someone different. So we're just here to keep winning games and playing good lacrosse.
And it's been all of you producing so far. Literally, all three of you guys have had a 5-goal game this season. Like, a hat trick's a lot. The fact that you've all had 5 is kind of nuts right now, isn't it?
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Pretty cool number here early in the year. And statistically, and again, it's early in the year, you guys are putting up numbers that midfield lines haven't done since some guys named the Gates were playing here. When you start thinking a little historically, what does that do for you guys, knowing you're getting into some pretty elevated group in Syracuse history?
It's cool. Honestly, we try not to think about it too much. I don't think, if you ask the other two, I don't think they would know that. You just kind of mentioned that to me, and I didn't know that. But it's cool, and we're going to try and keep up the production, obviously. And it's all the credit to our system. Coach March puts us in the right spots, and it's been our turn the past couple of games. But we're going to get our attack guys going too, and they're going to have a couple, hopefully 5-goal games, and we're going to try and get production from all around.
So Chase did that last week, and then Steven had 7 assists, so it's kind of going around to everyone. I guess that means Griffin's up next, because just everyone's kind of got to do it at some point this year. You know, you're 5-0, but you said it. There's a long way to go in this season. How much more room for growth is there in the offense right now, even when you are scoring 16 a game?
I think there's a lot. Obviously, like I said, we kind of tailor-made our game plan and our offense to each team. So each week we kind of have a new set of things that we have to learn how to do, and we practice them all week. And come Saturday, come Sunday, we were executing them pretty well. But obviously we have to continue that each week, and we can't have any down weeks. So.
Say, Jamie, this is a weird question to ask to anybody, but certainly guys like you that don't really have any decision-making process here. But with the coronavirus going on and you guys are traveling all over the place, how do you handle stuff like that this time of year when you see students won't be on campus for a week or things like that?
We're just going to try and be extra cautious, like wash our hands a little bit more. Coach Desco is pretty adamant about that. So we're just going to try and keep our space clean, keep our locker room clean, and make sure we're keeping our hygiene in check. So
is that kind of a weird thing that you also have to game plan for on top of the other team's defense?
We're trying not to worry about it too much. Just stay clean, and we'll be all right, I think.
Jamie, lastly, Rutgers here this week. We know they got you guys a couple of years ago. Their record might not say it this year, but how do you guys handle that, where you know they have the talent here that if you're not focused, they can come and get you?
Yeah, obviously they know how to play us pretty tight. I know we went down there 2 years ago to Piscataway, and they kind of kicked our butts. And then last year they came in the Dome, and we had a really intense battle with them. So they game plan against us really well, and we're going to game plan against them really well. And it should be a great game, so it'll be interesting.
All right, Jamie, enjoy it this week.
Thank you very much.
Jamie Trimboli, we'll see him in Piscataway on Saturday.